Student meteorologist Dean Davison, liveweatherblogs.com overnight edition. We're going to get busy tonight. We have a lot to go over when it comes to tropical weather and the heat that we're going to be getting this weekend and the severe weather that's been going on. Let's first take a look at Tropical Storm Bonnie. Tropical Storm Bonnie has formed and it's located now in the Bahamas. Located right here. This is going to looks to remain a tropical storms and move through the Keys. We have tropical storm warnings now in effect for all the Keys, Miami, Florida. That whole area is under tropical storm warning, and then moves back into the Gulf. From there, we do not know what it'll do. It may become a hurricane, may stay a tropical storm. Here's another interesting. This is here is your oil area. Big problems coming up. This will be a tropical storm, at least possibly even a hurricane. That's still not out of the picture. This will cause disruptions. Look at this. New Orleans is right there. East side for New Orleans is not a good side for New Orleans, to say the least. Taking a look at tropical storm probabilities, you see almost 100% down here. You can see where the swath is saying Miami down to the Florida Keys going to be your best threat. I bet your higher threat also is in this area. New Orleans is right in that area. Anywhere to the east of these tropical systems, or where usually the worst wind and worst damage is done, and the highest probability of tornadic activity also. We thought we'd move in further, and you can see where this cone would come into, and like I said, New Orleans being on the eastern side, Gulfport being on the eastern side, all the storm surge is going to blow up into this area, Pensacola, all where this oil is. This is not good news for anybody on the Gulf Coast, by no means, even if it's a tropical storm or a hurricane. Taking a look at our water vapor image here, see the storm is getting a little better organized around that center of circulation, and it's cutting in out here, sorry about that, the latest image cuts out, but it's getting better organized. And you can see as its main going towards south of Miami. Right now, this is more or less nowcasting, but I would say going a little north of where this plot, the hurricane center, is looking at right now, where the center of circulation is. Looking at our latest computer model data runs now, it's pretty much telling you straight up that this is going to be the area that's going to make landfall. Florida, Keys, Miami area. So it's going to make landfall somewhere in between those two areas. And then the second landfall, some of the models are hitting towards the eastern part, and some of the other models are putting them west of New Orleans. So you never look up the center of these things. It's a little too far out to see exactly where, but all I'm saying is this whole area is the oil area, and it's going to go right through it. Taking a look here, we can see the wider view of the Atlantic. Here's that upper level low finally getting out of the way, and but that's also allowing this to intensify as it's intensifying now in this general area. And as I said, it's going to move into the oil area, which is going to cause major problems. I'm kind of wondering to see what it actually does, and kind of wait and see game what will happen down the road with these oil situations. More information on the tropics, please stay with Bob, our meteorologist Bob, and also Rob Garino, Mike Masco, and I'll do some intermittently also on this hurricane and a tropical system, excuse me, to let you know with this hurricane season how it's going. Just stay with us. We'll give you the latest information, and be sure close to landfall that we'll have a lot of information going up. All interest in Florida and the Gulf Coast should stay and monitor liveweatherblogs.com for your latest information. Look at severe weather day. We had a pretty interesting severe weather day. Um, we had some tornadic activity here, some breaking out in Wisconsin and parts of Michigan, and it's been a very rough day up there. There's this line of thunderstorms came through with the jet stream, basically riding along that area, giving that upper level energy to create these storms. So it's been a rough day, and we're gonna take a look now at the next couple days severe weather outlook. And currently, there is tornado watches in the general area we've been having at. If anybody was listening and watching last night, and when I did the break-in basic live radar break-in earlier yesterday on the tornado that possibly had been on the ground by spotters, we have confirmation today that that actually did occur. There actually is tornado damage in 4 towns in Connecticut. So that did happen. There was a actual tornado. The FSCO hasn't put out, but they have National Weather Service has confirmed tornado damage in 4 towns, and most of them are in those pictures that I showed you last night on that. And I'll link up that blog to this one so you can re-look at it and see some of the images, and I explain on the one image where I see possibly an elephant trunk tornado. It was WFSB's website, but I'll go into that. Friday severe weather outlook. Basically, you're going to have storms break out in the Midwest, Pittsburgh, maybe as far south as Philadelphia. It's not out of the picture. Possibly as far east as Albany and Detroit. Same places we're having problems tonight. Also, landfalling tropical systems, possibility of isolated tornadoes down in the area of Florida. Taking a look onto our Saturday outlook. Saturday, we just main same areas that we have tomorrow, but a little further north. And this also may have the problem with some isolated tornadoes because of that jet stream just running in through the area. The reason you're not going to get further south, we're having high pressure built in, and we're going to go into this also. High pressure is building in. The heat pump is on. This is also hardened to um, steer it around the tropical system, which probably will put it in Louisiana. Here's National Weather Service page. Take a look at all this area that we're having heat advisories and heat warnings. Look at this part of the country. It's a huge part of the country out here under these advisories. And that's just because of that Bermuda high. And it's just going to keep pumping that heat in close to 100 degrees. Let's see, Roanoke, Richmond, parts of Kentucky, Tennessee, Alabama. This will probably cool down a little bit with tropical system moving in. Philadelphia, Delaware, North Carolina, you name it, Florida. It's going to be a very hot weekend coming up here. So now taking a look at your peek into the weekend. It's a scorcher here in the Roanoke Valley. Ooh, not even want to think about it. Tomorrow, 98 degrees. I'm going to be surprised we hit 100 degrees in most areas in the greater Roanoke Valley. 98 also on Saturday. Like I said, these I'm thinking 100 degrees both days. 98 is close enough. I think 100 degrees is going to do. 96, not even a cool down on Sunday. 90 on Monday. And Tuesday we get back to 88 degrees with some more showers and thunderstorms. Possibly some moisture may come in from the leftover Bonnies middle of next week here in the Roanoke Valley. So back to Bonnie. Excuse me, real fast before we get back to Bonnie, we have a tornado warning in effect here. North Coldwater. This tornado warning, Doppler indicated, moving to the east, east-southeast. So take cover if you're in Michigan tonight with these tornadic storms. Also another tornado warning just in the northwest of Chicago. Another tornado warning. This cell looks really nasty. Looks like it has some good rotation in it. Anywhere in this area, I'll be looking for possible tornadoes, isolated tornadoes, over the next few hours. Back to a quick look at the information on Bonnie. 23.4 north, 76.3 west. Maximum sustained winds of 40 miles an hour. I expect some strengthening to go on, especially looking at our latest satellite loops. Moving northwest at 14 miles an hour. And like I said, we expect this storm to intensify a little bit before landfall here in South Florida, and then re-enter into the coast, off the coast, and into the Gulf of Mexico, into the oil-ravaged Gulf of Mexico, unfortunately, in this oil slick, which we will see what these storms may do with the oil, and hopefully it doesn't do too much. We'll be sticking with us here at liveweatherblogs.com. We're going to keep you updated, give you the latest information on Hurricane Bonnie, the latest information on the heat. And tomorrow will be a busy day, especially when we're talking about Hurricane Bonnie. Expecting landfall sometime tomorrow afternoon. I'm sure you'll be hearing from a panel of our meteorologists tomorrow on Hurricane Bonnie, and we'll stay with it all day long from now straight through landfall, and then go into it on Saturday into Sunday about what may happen with it afterwards. But for now, this is D&D Davison, student meteorologist of liveweatherblogs.com, with your liveweatherblogs.com overnight edition. Hope you enjoyed. I know this is an action-packed evening, and we will catch up with you very shortly. I will be doing a tropical update, roughly with the 2 o'clock intermediate advisory. This is D&D Davison, liveweatherblogs.com. Good night.